Hello and welcome to NDTV News. I am Tari Prido Ikidi. The highlights. State House of Assembly Committee on Environment holds public hearing on forestry bill. West African Examinations Council releases 2025 Senior School Certificate Examination results. Plus, retired Nigerian military personnel barricade Finance Ministry over unpaid entitlement. And now the details. The State House of Assembly Committee on Environment has held a public hearing on Forestry Bill 2025 at the House of Assembly complex in Yenagoa. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Living Ibibakebina meeting said the essence of the public hearing is to give room for stakeholders and the general public to bring in their various contributions to help the committee come up with ideas that will enhance the effectiveness of the bill when passed. The bill, titled Bayelsa State Forestry Bill 2025, seeks to repeal and reenact the Forestry Bill 2006, which has scaled through second reading. Presenting an overview of the bill, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Michael Ogbere, who is also the sponsor of the bill, said the rising trend of environmental degradation and deforestation has become a thing of concern, blaming community leaders for not playing their role as community gatekeepers. He also called for deliberate steps to restore lost forests. Honorable Ogbere suggested constitution of a board comprising of chairman and secretary, one of whom must be a director in forestry, while other members would include staff from the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Justice, and Board of Internal Revenue. He said that the board, when approved, will take charge of anything concerning forestry, be it government forest reserves, community forest reserves, or individual forest reserve. According to Honorable Ogbere, the board will also be saddled with the responsibility of identifying and protecting economic trees like ogbono, bitter kola, kola nut, medicinal plants, etc. Commissioner for Environment Honorable Ebi Benu Lolo, who threw more light on the action the ministry had earlier taken, disclosed that 90% of the wood taken from the forest is being taken out of the state for use in other places. Others who made contributions, including Comrade Alagwa Morris, Deputy Director Environmental Defenders, Mr. David West, representing Civil Liberties Organization, all expressed joy in the steps being taken by the state government to protect the forest. Meanwhile, members of the Bayelsa State of Assembly have paid a condolence visit to the member representing Ekrema Constituency 2, Honorable Living Ibibakebina, over the demise of his father, Chief Living Tamara Mieyefa. Speaking on behalf of the members, Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Abraham Ngobere, who led the delegation, stated that the visit was to show support with one of their own in his trying time. He said late Chief Meeting Tamara Mieyefa was a good man from the testament of many who knew him and had close contact with him. According to the Speaker, late Chief Meeting Tamara Mieyefa left behind great legacies that will speak for him. He urged Honorable Living Meeting to be consoled in the Lord and also extend the House's heartfelt sympathy to his family members, assuring that they will fully partake in the burial rites when the date is out. Responding, Honorable Living Meeting Ibibakebina appreciated the Speaker and members for identifying with him and his family in these sad moments. The Ekrema lawmaker informed members that the news of his father's passing came to him while he was undertaking a leadership program at the University of Cambridge, London, adding that his late father was a hard-working, dedicated, and highly principled man who was well known within the whole Bendel State and the Ekrema Kingdom. It was a celebration of life as late Chief Anthony Ozoro Borisei, the Omavie one of Epie Kingdom, was laid to rest amidst encomiums and tributes. Family, friends, and well-wishers who gathered to pay their last respect to the elder statesman described him as a purpose-driven individual who lived a life in service to humanity. The report.
It must be clear where you are going to. You must make it very clear. The Bible advises us. It says in the book of Habakkuk, it says, write down the vision. Make it plain that he may run that readeth. So vision will make you a runner. Vision will make you an achiever. Vision will help you to be focused, and you know where you are going. At the end of the day, you will say like, Papa, I want to go and rest.
That was Bishop Egbegi speaking on the topic, Life is a Battle, charging the living to live a life of focus, determination, and purpose, in order to leave a lasting legacy on earth and enjoy eternity with Christ, just like late Chief Anthony Azoro Bolusei, who lived a life of emulation and left his mark on the sands of time. Family, friends, and well-wishers in their tributes described the late chief as a strong-willed and wisdom-filled man who was compassionate in thoughts, feelings, and actions.
Forever, I'll miss him because he was a complete, total gentleman, responsible man, and he made a lot of impact in our lives. Not for any second did we have to doubt him. Not for any second did we lack. And so he performed that role that is expected of every good father.
I thank God for blessing me with a father like him. And I'll remember him for his discipline, his honest ways, his management style, and the fact that he meant well for everybody, his nuclear and his extended family.
He was a very disciplined man. You can see it from his children. And we pray that the Lord will grant his soul eternal rest and comfort his children and grandchildren and the entire Egeki community.
He is a man that is so principled. He is against all the social ills of the time. A man that is honest. Even all the positions he has held, he was very accountable, transparent.
This is a man that at his age, he listened to all news in the morning. And when he perceives a news that is not pleasant to appear at his people, you begin to make a call. You will call me, you will call Freedom of Sign, you will call whosoever that you can call that. This is what I'm hearing on radio. Is it true? If it is true, what is the kingdom doing about it? If at all there are crises in community, to tell you the passion the man has for the PA people.
Late Chief Anthony Ozoro Borisei was born on November 6, 1939 in Ekeki Epie to Chief Samson Borisei Oruse and Mrs. Kpelikpeli Borisei, both of blessed memory. In his lifetime, he served in different professional, political, and entrepreneurial capacities due to his commitment to promoting equality, fairness, and integrity, which endeared him to many. Chief Borisei passed away on March 18, 2025, at the age of 85 years. Tari Prido Ikidi, reporting for NDTV News. The 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination results have been released. The head of Nigerian National Office, WAEC, Dr. Amos Dangote, disclosed this at a press briefing. According to Dr. Dangote, out of the 1,969,313 candidates who sat for the examination, only 754,545 candidates, representing 38.32%, obtained credits and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. A total of 1,973,365,000 candidates from 23,554 recognized secondary schools across Nigeria registered for the examination. Dr. Dangote said the examination was not limited to Nigeria, as candidates from schools in Benin Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, and Equatorial Guinea, where the Nigerian curriculum is used, also participated. Dr. Dangote also stated that the council withheld the results of 192,089 candidates, representing 9.75% of the total number of candidates who sat for the WAEC for various reported cases of examination malpractice. Dangote explained that in comparison with the previous year's results, there has been a 33.8% decrease in performance. In the 2024 WAEC, 72.12% of candidates obtained credits and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics. This year's results show a significant decline in performance, with only 38.32% of candidates achieving the same feat. On the headlines, State House of Assembly Committee on Environment holds public hearing on Forestry Bill. West African Examinations Council releases 2025 Senior School Certificate Examination result. Still to come in the news, retired Nigerian military personnel barricade Finance Ministry over unpaid entitlement. Details of these and other stories after the break. Do stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the Ernest Ikoli Media Complex here in Yanagua, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Thanks for staying tuned. The news continues. The People's Democratic Party National Working Committee has released its timetable for the party elective national convention scheduled for November 15 and 16, 2025. The timetable was signed by the party's National Organizing Secretary, Umar Batore, in Abuja. According to the timetable, the sale of nomination and expression of interest forms will commence on September 3rd and end on September 22nd, while the last day for return of completed forms is September 26th. The party also fixed the screening of all aspirants for September 30th, publication of cleared aspirants for October 3rd, and screening appeals for October 6th. The statement said that publications of names of final aspirants will be on October 10, while handing over is expected to take place between December 1st and 8th. A group of angry retired military personnel, including on Monday, barricaded the main gate of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja to protest the non-payment of their statutory entitlements. The ex-servicemen, some in military camouflage, are demanding the immediate payment of outstanding shortfalls in their gratuity, security debarment allowance, and parking allowance allegedly withheld since their disengagement from the Nigerian Armed Forces. Despite attempts by a senior military officer and Air Vice Marshal who arrived at the scene to pacify the protesters, the veterans remained adamant and refused to vacate the entrance, insisting their demands must be met before any dialogue could commence. One of the leaders of the protest, retired Corporal Umar Farouk, who also identified as an engineer, lamented that it is what he described as deliberate neglect by the authorities. It disclosed that the Military Pensions Board informed them they are not entitled to the new national minimum wage adjustment, citing their disengagement date of July 1st, 2024 as the basis. The protest temporarily disrupted official activities at the Finance Ministry, drawing the attention of passerbys and security operatives. Later, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Finance and other senior officials arrived. They called for calm and invited selected representatives of the protesters alongside the MBP chairman for a closed-door meeting to discuss their grievances. Nigerian singer Inyanya has gifted a nurse 500,000 naira for refusing to partake in the recent strike by members of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, stating that it was a demonstration of great commitment and dedication to duty. For details on entertainment, let's join Kwasiso Chukwuemeka.
Nigerian singer Iyanya Onoyum Mbok, more popularly known as Iyanya, has offered a monetary reward of 500,000 naira to a nurse who refused to join the recently called off nationwide strike by the National Association of Nigeria Nurses and Midwives. The nurse had shown up to work during the 4-day strike and was subject to harassment by her colleagues, as seen in a video that has since gone viral. Moved by the sympathy for the nurse after coming across her audio on social media, Iyanya asked that netizens help him locate her so that he would reward her commitment with 500,000 naira. The singer noted in his post that the nurse's defiance in the face of hostilities from her colleagues proves that she is not moved by money. Rather, she is dedicated to the primary objective of her job, which is to save lives. Nigerian singer Alexandra Adegbola Akande, popularly known as Nice, has made a stunning claim that the devil controls the music industry. The 45-year-old veteran singer made this bold claim during a guest appearance on the Nancy Isime show, referring to the devil as the choir master. He said the influence of the devil is the reason many musicians engage in vices like smoking. The Gongaso singer further described the devil as the most powerful angel, as he insisted that he is speaking from what he has personally experienced. A Nigerian short film, The Brilliant Boy, has been earning global praises for its moving portrayal of an autistic prodigy whose extraordinary talent is stifled by societal neglect. The 30-minute drama, directed by John Eke and written by 17-year-old filmmaker Emmanuel Patrick, was released on April 30, 2025. It tells the story of Nathaniel, a gifted boy growing up in a slum with an exceptional ability for advanced mathematics and decoding complex texts. In a synopsis shared with The Guardian, Nathaniel's brilliance is overshadowed by the indifference of a system ill-equipped to support neurodivergent children, leading to his untimely death. The story unfolds through the eyes of his grieving mentor, played by Patrick, who reflects on the opportunities wasted when talent is left unsupported. The short film has screened at several prestigious international festivals, including the Latin and Native American Film Festival, the Kilimanjaro Film Festival, and Lift Off Global Network, where it most recently clinched the jury's overall award. Kosiso Chukwemeka reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
A medical doctor, Samuel Adebola, as a major winner of the 5th edition of the Governor Diri National Scrabble Championship, which took place over the weekend in Yenegua, Bayelsa State. Our sports correspondent, Ayemi Miene, gives us details of the report and other sports stories.
The doctor from Ogun State defeated fierce competition from a group of elite Scrabble players from all over the nation to win the coveted trophy in the Masters category. With 5 categories and a total prize money of over 10 million naira, the tournament attracted more than 200 players. With a cumulative spread of plus 856, Adebola outperformed competitors Chuks Waize and Aldomumin Jimo, who came in second and third with plus 672 and plus 354 respectively, playing games like volleyball, claviga, and averment. He won the coveted prize and a huge trophy. Dokun Eson won the veterans category with a spread of plus 1,180, followed by Edowo Bobo in the intermediate category plus 710, Dorcas Innocent in the opens with plus 1,046, Perowe Ididie of Federal Government College Odi, Bayelsa State in the students category with 2,060. Engineer Olobatoke Aka, president of the Nigerian Scrabble Federation, thanked the Bayelsa State government for sponsoring the competition over the past 5 years. Aka pleaded for more funding and prize money, saying that the competition will help Nigerian players performed well at the World Youth Championship in Malaysia in October, the World Scrabble Championships in Ghana in November, and the African Championship in Kenya this month. Governor Doyediri, represented by the Commissioner for Sports Development, Dr. Daniel Igali, declared the tournament closed and pledged his continued support for the game of Scrabble. After defeating Mali in the final, Nigeria's women's basketball team, the Tigress, was crowned the 2025 FIBA Women's Afro-Basket champions. The team, led by Rena Wakama, won the championship in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire on Sunday. With the victory, Nigeria solidified their supremacy on the continent and became the first nation to win 5 straight women's Afro-basketball titles. The 78-64 scoreline was Nigeria's toughest victory in the tournament. They have also gone 10 years without losing in the tournament. The victory comes after a first semi-final matchup with Senegal, in which the Tigress narrowly prevailed thanks to a strong fourth quarter showing. After leading the team to victory in 2023, Coach Wakama became the first female coach to lead a team to Afro basketball glory, giving her 2 titles in 2 tries. Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
And that's the size of our package. But before we go, a quick look at the highlights. The State House of Assembly Committee on Environment has held the public hearing on Forestry Bill 2025 at the House of Assembly complex in Yenagoa. We also brought to you a report that the 2025 West African Senior School List Certificate Examination results have been released. And finally, a group of angry retired military personnel on Monday barricaded the main gates of the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja to protest the non-payment of their statutory entitlements. Thanks for watching. I am Tari Pido Ikidi. Bye for now.